Welcome back to another video on the Elite Exotic Essentials. My name's Edward. The YouTube streets need me, so that's why I'm back. So in today's video, I'll be reacting to Crosshair will betraying Clone Force 99 and join the Empire, the Bad Batch theory. So if you don't know, the Bad Batch is a new Star Wars animated series that's coming out on May the 4th. You know, May the 4th be with you. And the Bad Batch is focused on a group of clones who each one of them have a unique ability. And this show is taking place after the Clone Wars. So this is going to be during like the transition from the Republic to the Empire and after Clone Order 66. And I watched the trailer already, so I can't react to that. But I'm going to react to this theory that maybe Crosshair will betray betraying the Bad Batch. Okay, now let's get into it. Start now, let's go.
Our second full-length trailer for the Bad Batch, and along with it many theories. One I think holds a lot of validity that indicates that one member of the Bad Batch will in fact turn on his brother and chooses to side with the Empire instead of Clone Force 99. The member of the Bad Batch is clearly the most confrontational in Crosshair, and also the team's best marksman. So why would exactly Crosshairs turn against Bad Batch and Clone Force Order 99? Let's break it all down. Before we get into it though, according to my analytics, a lot of you guys that watch the channel haven't actually subscribed yet. So if you've been enjoying the content and would like to stay up to date with
I want to say one thing. There's a picture. I don't know what picture. Maybe if I find a picture of it, maybe I'll put it over here. There's a picture of like a group of stormtroopers who belong to the Empire, and some said that could be a theory that the whole batch of Force 99, the Bad Batch, turned to the Empire. So maybe eventually Crosshair convinces them all, or maybe they realize that living the life of an ex-clone trooper, post-Republic, Empire life isn't really for them. So they decided they'd rather join them and adapt than just die off with the past. Yep. Okay, let me keep going.
Everything Star Wars related, force choke that subscribe button. The biggest piece of evidence by far in the trailer is that every single member of the Bad Batch is present except for Crosshairs during the escape sequence from Kamino, which will apparently be the plot of one of the first episodes of the Bad Batch series. Past the Kamino escape chronologically, Crosshairs is not featured in any of the footage among...
Okay, so here go the correct names for each of the Bad Batch members. So it's Hunter, Echo, Tech, and Wrecker and Crosshair. Okay, so I was right. There's like 5 of them.
With the other member, meaning obviously he is either not present, he is dead, or again, he is joined with the Empire. And this is hugely significant. It's clear that the Bad Batch does turn against the Empire and their clone brethren, but it does make sense that not all of them would do so. Following this is debatably an even bigger piece of evidence. In the last trailer for the Bad Batch, it was confirmed that we would see a Legends clone trooper make their canon appearance in the Covert Ops clone troopers. Again, in the previous trailer, we saw one elite trooper leading the squad, a trooper who has a very similar design to that of Crosshairs, meaning that Crosshairs gets a brand new design and a brand new armor as the Republic transitions into the Empire. And it's likely that Crosshairs here is assigned to hunt down Clone Force 99. In Legends, this was the function of the covert troopers. These troopers were mainly assigned to perform dirty work that most clones would find questionable and unethical, mainly finding and eliminating clone troopers who had deserted the Grand Army of the Republic. Covert Ops were sent to eliminate other clones who had chosen to desert the Army of the Republic.
Wait, he mentioned it a little bit earlier, but like a Legends clone trooper coming into canon. I'm trying to think. A good example of that would be Captain Fordo from the 2003 Star Wars: The Clone Wars series. How I found out about that, I found that out. I was on YouTube and I was able to watch all of it when I was going on a trip out of town, and I was able to watch all of it. And Captain Fordo, he's a really cool trooper. And he's done a lot. I was talking with my friend Justin. Shout out Justin. Shout out to J&E Podcast. Linked in the description below. Now, I know he was he said that show's outdated. Of course the show's outdated. It was made in 2003, so of course. But like some of the things that they were able to do, and like some of the action sequences was they had more freedom and leverage to it because like not much. They did have the prequel movies, but they didn't go too deep into the prequels, so they could have done whatever they want. But certain stuff from that show did stick around, like General Grievous, Asajj Ventress, and yeah. And there was somewhat of a connection. Like, why wasn't Grievous as strong in that show, in the 2003 Star Wars: The Clone Wars? Why wasn't he strong in that? And why was he strong there but weak in Revenge of the Sith? The reason why, because it could have been said that like Mace Windu crushed his like chest where his lungs was, so that's why he wasn't that strong, and that's why he kept coughing. So yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
Public and live their own independent lives. This type of trooper was one of the most secretive in the Grand Army.
It could be Captain Fordo.
As their activities were kept.
What I'm trying to say is that I feel as if it's not Crosshair, it could be Captain Fordo making a comeback.
Hidden from the public as well as from military record. These clone troopers were also rare as they were one of the few troopers that took orders directly from the Supreme Chancellor, obviously Palpatine himself. It would make sense that Crosshairs would join this squad and would directly be sent after Clone Force 99. It makes sense that the Empire would give him this position among its ranks, and it's likely that Crosshairs will become the main antagonist along with Tarkin for the first season of the Bad Batch show. Crosshair has also been shown to have a rocky relationship with other members of the Bad Batch, specifically Wrecker, who the two notoriously have had a difficult time working with one another. I think very clearly all of the evidence points to the fact that Crosshair will betray Clone Force 99, or in another direction, refuse to betray the Empire and the Republic, being commissioned to be part of the covert ops to hunt down Clone Force 99 and other clone troopers that potentially disobeyed Order 66, which is a theme which will be explored in the Bad Batch show. But what are your thoughts on this, and what are your thoughts on Crosshair seemingly confirmed to betray his clone brethren and to hunt down the rest of Clone Force 99? I do think that Crosshair could be a compelling villain, and it would make sense that not every single member of Clone Force 99 would betray the Republic. Anyway, my friends, what are your thoughts on this, and what are your thoughts on this theory? And do you think Crosshair will be one of the main antagonists of Season 1 of the Bad Batch? As always, my friends, thank you so much for watching. May the Force be with you, and have a good day.
That's interesting. He came up with a good point that not all the members of the Bad Batch would betray the Empire and Republic. Well, would betray the Empire, yeah, and join. Will betray the Republic. Will betray the Republic and join the Empire. They kind of understand. And even though they're all brothers, technically, because I've been trying to say, like, also on the Janie podcast, I try to say all clones are humans, even though they're not, even though they weren't created like the natural way, but they was created in the laboratory. They still fit in that human category because they still are they are still using human DNA, and how they look is they look human, have human organs, so they're still in that human category. They're not just naturally born humans. But I see what you mean. But I feel as if the Clone Force 99, I think the reason why they will join the Empire, possibly because, like, where else do these clones have to go? Because all the clones were made for was to have an army, be played from both sides, and to take out the Jedi. And then after that, the clones, they just got rid of them because they cost too much. They cost too much to produce, and the Jango Fett DNA is too strained by this point. So, and also Jango Fett is dead by this point, so you can't get another DNA sample from him because his body's dust. So yeah, that's why they had to phase out the clone troopers. Also because of their accelerating aging, and then like they start getting old fast. Even yeah, so that's why they had to phase out the clone. But Yeah, the reason why they will join, because what else do they have to do in the universe? What can they offer the universe? Thank you. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Have a good day.